The war in Ukraine, once a local conflict, has escalated into a global crisis of monumental proportions. A crisis that has tested the mettle of nations, strained international relations, and thrown into stark relief the very essence of human resilience. The conflict began on a chilling February day in 2022, when Russian forces launched an unprovoked invasion of Ukraine. The world watched in disbelief as the sovereign nation of Ukraine was thrust into an unwanted war, a war that would become a crucible of courage and defiance. In response to the invasion, the United States, European Union, United Kingdom, and Canada swiftly announced sanctions targeting Russian President Vladimir Putin and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The sanctions, a clear denouncement of the invasion, included asset freezes, debt and equity restrictions, and efforts to cut off access to critical technology for key Russian sectors. But the international community didn't stop there. The US expanded the sanctions to include members of Putin's inner circle and their adult children, while NATO activated the NATO response force. There were calls to shut Russia out of the SWIFT financial messaging system, a move that would strike at the heart of Russia's financial operations. Yet European countries were hesitant to take that step. As the conflict entered its first year, Ukraine's military successes began to reshape the narrative. Despite the odds, Ukraine was holding its own. In November 2022, the US General Mark Milley suggested a potential window for peace talks. He highlighted Russia's military failures and indicated that negotiations would be from a position of strength for Kiev. In February 2023, former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson advocated for increased military aid to Ukraine. His call to arms was a stark reminder of the growing international support for Ukraine. Meanwhile, China expressed concerns about the conflict spiraling out of control. The international community was caught in a tug-of-war between diplomacy and military action. To summarize, the war in Ukraine has evolved from a local conflict to a global crisis. It has tested international relations and highlighted the resilience of the Ukrainian people. The world's response, from sanctions to military aid, has underlined the international community's commitment to upholding sovereignty and peace. Yet, the path to peace remains mired in uncertainty as the world continues to grapple with the complexities of this ongoing conflict. In a world where power often trumps principle, the war in Ukraine serves as a stark reminder that courage, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of a people can challenge the might of empires.